Hi everyone, so a few weeks ago, well months ago now, I did a double diamond flap card and I did it in the live stream, and this was the one that I made in the live stream, and I also showed one that was this way round that I'd done for a craft haul video. And so I thought, right, we need to do this actually as a edited tutorial, as it were, but I decided not to do the diamond section, so you will see what I do instead. The title will give you a bit of a clue as to what we're going to do, but yeah, let's get into it. So you're going to need a base piece of card which is 7 by 12, and along the 12-inch edge you're going to score at 1.5 inches, at 6.5 inches, and at 10.5 inches. And then I'm just going to fold this over, and then you're going to fold it along the halfway edge, like that. I'm having mine this way around for now. And then this flap you're going to fold back on itself. Just make sure that you're keeping it nice and straight. And then this one also goes the same way. So you should end up with that. So you've got a valley, valley, mountain. Okay, so I'm actually going to do it this way around this time. So you open it up like that. Okay, so we'll start off by sorting out the middle bit here, which is where you're going to put your message. So you need one piece of matte that is 4 3/4 by 6 3/4, and one piece of white which is 4.5 by 6.5. So I'm going to go ahead, stick that down to there, and then stick the whole thing in the middle there. So then you should end up with that. So that's obviously, if you want to stamp your greeting before you stick it down, that would be advisable. Right, so next we're going to deal with the front piece here. So for this you need a piece of matte that is 3 3/4 by 6 3/4, and a piece of pattern that's 3.5 by 6.5. So I'm going to go ahead now, stick those together and stick onto that front section there. Okay, so that's that bit done. So next up we just need to deal with these two flaps here. So on there you've got two mats that are 1 1/4 by 6 3/4, and two pattern that is 1 inch by 6.5. So I'm going to go ahead, stick those on there, and then stick them onto these two flaps here. Okay, so I've gone ahead and stuck those on. Now, on my original card, I actually had these diamond pieces, which is why it was called a double diamond flap card. And if you do want to do this, then these were just base card. You had one square that was 5 by 5, and you literally cut it in half. So you end up with two triangles. So you've got one triangle here, and if you can see the line here, one triangle, and then the other side of it you stick on the back of that flap. So that was the for this one. And then if you did that, you had one piece of matte that's 4 3/4 by 4 3/4, and one piece of pattern that's 4.5 by 4.5. So if you want to do it that way, you can. However, I thought let's do it a different way this time, especially since I'm using my donut papers. So I've gone for circles. So I have cut myself out a base circle, and really if you're doing circles and you have nesting dies, just go with whatever kind of works for you. This one is about 4.5 inches. So with this circle, I'm going to, where before I would have obviously cut that in half, I'm not going to do that because my greeting that I've cut out is quite large, and I want that to be kind of central like that, and then I wanted to have this behind it. So for that reason, what I'm going to do is, I think the best way is probably to have this one bang on like that, and then that way it's going to clear both sides, and then I've got this to go over the top, so that'll be like that. And then when you close this flap, this one will go like that, and we'll just cover that silver, so it will just be on the edge of here. So instead of sticking it behind, I'm actually going to stick these on top. So I have got here, as I said, a 4.5 inch scalloped edge circle. This one here is approximately a 3 3/4, and then the pattern one was the next one down, which was about a 3 3/8, and then this one was the next one down for the scallops, and so this was a, I mean, it's about a 4 7/8 roughly, and then this is just the die cut piece that was this is just the printed thank you sentiment that is in the back of the Doughnut Time papers, and so this I cut it out, and this now measures 3 3/8 as well. So I'm going to go ahead now and stick this onto here, and then we'll come in and we'll stick that onto there in a minute. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and stick this on here, and I'm just going to make sure it's kind of more or less halfway top and bottom, and then I think what I'll do is I will just kind of mark on the pattern paper roughly where it comes under here, like that, and then I can go ahead and glue this on, glue and stick it down. Okay, so I've stuck that one down, and now I need you to go ahead and stick the thank you down and make sure it just kind of covers that silver one behind. So for this, I think I'm going to do the same again, just make a little mark on the pattern because you're not going to see it. Okay, so there we have the front. So you've got the thank you, you open it up, you've got another panel. I am going to put some cut out donuts on here. These are from the back of the kit, but I wanted to glaze the icing on them so that they, you know, stand out, and I might potentially put something on the front. I had a little bit of glue that leaked out on the side of that mirror card there. I definitely want to put something here. So yeah, and then obviously open it up, and then you've got space to write there. So really nice and easy, folds down flat, fits in an envelope for a 5x7 card. Obviously if you wanted to, you could do it this way around, which is how I did the other one. But yeah, it's super easy. I quite like the circles. You could also do it, you could do it with any nesting die. You could do it with nesting hexagons, you could do it with nesting stars, you could do it with nesting hearts. It's quite nice as a heart one, I think. You can have different hearts coming out in different sizes, whatever. So yeah, you can really go for it. So I just wanted to do a different shape so you can see what else you can do with it. So yeah, so make sure to go and check out the Doughnut Time papers. They are available over on DRK Crafts. They're also available on my Ko-fi page as well, in my Ko-fi shop. And if you don't want to print them off and you want an actual paper pad, they are also available on Amazon as a paper pad. So yeah, go and check those out. And if you liked these papers, this is my petrol head pad. Again, these are also available on DRK Crafts, and these are also available as a paper pad on Amazon. So you can go and check them out on there. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video, and we'll see you again next time. Bye!